mostly for my rheumatoid arthritis. My doctor recommended that I would do that, to go see somebody about getting my license. Well, I've been on Humira, which is a very expensive drug with lots of side effects. Also on prednisone. Prednisone I've been taking for almost 14 years now. I'm supposed to be able to be weaned off of it, but it takes a long process to do that. It causes puffiness. It helps my joints be loosened. And there's been Plaquenil and I can't remember what else. Methotrexate, which is the same as chemo, same type. The Humira is $1,700 a month. The methotrexate's fairly reasonable, and prednisone's pretty reasonable too. It's like $14 and $36. No, I've been having troubles. It hasn't worked as well. I've been on it before, went into remission, couldn't afford it anymore because I lost my insurance, and so I only got started back on it because I became on disability, and I was able to get it free, but it's not been working at all. And I'm not getting any results like I did before.
The difference between before he started and the synthetic medications that he took, and now that he's not that he is taking the medical marijuana. For instance, he was on 4 different blood pressure medicines and heart medication, and his blood pressure was still through the roof. And now he's only on 1, and his is better than mine most of the time. I also noticed that before any of the synthetic medications that he would take, they would work for just a little while, but then the side effects would completely overtake any benefit that he had in that. And those medications, when they would cause these side effects, one of them caused every injection site in the last 3 months was a huge golf ball all over his body. So that happened, so he had to immediately stop. Well, you can live through pain, but sometimes living through the withdrawal symptoms and the effects of narcotics and all the different things was so much more horrendous than the pain. That's one thing that I love about the medical marijuana and him being on that, is that he sleeps all night, he wakes up with rosy cheeks, he feels good, he goes all day, he takes a little nap. It's not something he has to take every single scheduled time. He takes it when he needs it. If he doesn't need it, he doesn't withdraw, he doesn't, just ups and downs and ups and downs. So the difference between having my husband back for the first 10 years of our marriage versus the second 10 years, people get really sick and tired of being sick and tired. And they can't help that. So I think as being a spouse of someone that is chronically ill, it's very important to encourage them and to encourage them to do what is best and right and healthy for themselves.
The doctor was super. She's a graduate from Stanford, and she decided that she wanted to dedicate her life to helping other people with this medical marijuana. She does a monthly survey to see how you're doing, what you're taking. I also asked if I would keep a log of how I felt and what I needed for the day so that I can pass it on to her. And she wants to do a thesis to give to the federal government and the state and local people to let them know how well it's working for everybody. Oh man, I used to just hang at the couch, didn't go anywhere. If I made it to the grocery store, I was lucky. Now I am just doing so much more. I am active. I keep the house up. I'm able to wash the car, keep the cars clean, and just do so many things that I couldn't do before. And it's just been so remarkable what I've experienced in this short period of time that I've been taking it.
And he's very involved in the community and in our local youth, and able to encourage them and to help them develop and grow and really be able to be a productive citizen now. And I also think it's very important to acknowledge that in seeing a doctor that's educated in the medical marijuana, I was very concerned. He also has severe lung disease, and I thought, how will he ever smoke this? This can't even possibly work. We had no idea the different sources, the different availability, the different methods that you can use, and I was really afraid he was just going to be stuck on stupid all the time and not, But it is so amazing that he just feels well. He doesn't feel ridiculous, you know, he doesn't feel out of himself, which is so different from nearly all the other medications. That they altered his mood and his attitude and his motivation, and this doesn't, he just feels well. That's monumental to me.
I'm very concerned. I am very concerned. I don't know what I'd do. We're still able to grow our own, but I don't have the knowledge that they have. You know, it's pretty sophisticated on how they grow. And the tinctures, you know, that's what I use the most. And those are hard to make. And they don't recommend non-professionals to make them. So I will lose my resources, may have to travel to other towns that do have it in order to get it. I know some counties and cities are not doing what's going on in Grand Junction.
When I think about them making it illegal, the thing that comes to my mind, I know his is very physical, mine's very emotional, for our family, our kids, our grandkids, and I think knowing the downhill spiral he was in, just like a death roll, so quickly. And I think, you know, if the people, these few people that are trying to make a decision for all of us in America, that we should be able to, I mean, we all love to go to Vitamin Cottage. There's many things there that are not FDA approved, but work famously. And so to me, to limit someone, to limit their life, to limit their quality of life, it's almost sinful to think that someone could implement, only because they're not educated. I don't think people are mean. I don't think they want to be destructive. I think they're just uneducated. And were it their spouse or their child or their granddaughter or grandson, you know, to see someone so ill and then to get them back for a while, to lose that would just be devastating.
Also, I think that they all need to tour these dispensaries because they are run so professional, and they're usually in a really nice mall or, you know, office building. I don't see anything discriminating about, you know, the way it's publicized and how they do their signs. Most of them you can't even tell they're there, and it's just a crime. They need to go through and see what goes on with that. I think they all think there's just a bunch of pot-smoking hippies, but it's not that way. And it's a lot of people that need it, like me.
And bottom line, making it illegal, all the people that have been smoking it illegally for years, they're still smoking it illegally, and they're still going to keep on smoking it illegally. It's the people that significantly need this for effective reasons that will be hurt and harmed. Those of us that are afraid to break the law, you know, that are trying to be productive citizens, it's not going to stop any of the maliciousness of it. It's just going to probably make more people do more illegal actions just to survive.